Attention seniors, or anyone else who loves steak. Let's face it, steak feels premium. It's the star of fancy dinners, backyard grills, and weekend indulgence. But behind the sizzle, some brands are hiding scandals that will make you think twice before your next bite. From metal fragments found in cooked beef, to deadly bacterial outbreaks, unsafe processing practices, and even fake filet mignon made from scraps. These companies don't want you to know what's really happening behind the scenes. We're counting down 6 steak brands and suppliers you should avoid at all costs. And when you hear what's waiting at number 1, you'll never look at your dinner plate the same way again. Let's get into it. Number 6. Ada Valley Meat Company. Maybe you've never heard the name, but in July 2025, they had to recall over 1,000 pounds of fully cooked ground beef after a consumer found shards of metal inside the meat. That's right, this wasn't raw product. It was fully cooked, packaged, and shipped out to multiple states, including California, Delaware, Illinois, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. Thankfully, there weren't any reported injuries. But think about it. A single bite could have shattered someone's tooth, cut through gums, or worse, been swallowed. This wasn't an isolated slip-up either. Recalls like this show a massive breakdown in quality control. If a company is serving up metal fragments in cooked meat, what else is slipping through the cracks? Number 5. Tyson Fresh Meats, one of the biggest meat suppliers in the United States. In late 2022, Tyson recalled nearly 100,000 pounds of raw ground beef after customers reported finding mirror-like metal fragments in their packages. But that wasn't all. Tyson has repeatedly been linked to foreign material contamination, including bone fragments in chicken nuggets and other metal-related recalls. When companies this big make mistakes, they don't just affect a handful of people. They affect entire states, sometimes entire regions. And every recall leaves the same question. How many contaminated packages were eaten before anyone even knew? Number 4. Cargill Meat Solutions. You might not recognize the name, but chances are you've eaten their beef. Cargill supplies meat to major retailers like Walmart, and their reach stretches nationwide. But in 2024, they issued massive recalls for ground beef that tested positive for E. coli, one of the most dangerous strains of bacteria out there. E. coli can cause severe illness, kidney failure, and even death, especially in seniors and children. And it's not just one recall. Cargill has a history of contamination and public health alerts, raising serious concerns about how safe their supply chain really is. When you're dealing with companies this large, one slip-up doesn't just affect one store, it affects the entire country. Shocked yet? If you're still with us, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment with the brand that surprised you most. Sharing videos like this helps more people stay informed and helps us keep uncovering the truth behind the food industry. All right, back to the countdown. Number 3. National Steak and Poultry. They've been at the center of one of the most notorious steak recalls in U.S. history. In 2009, the company was linked to a multi-state outbreak of E. coli after selling blade-tenderized steaks, a process where machines puncture the meat with needles or blades to make it more tender. The problem? That method can push surface bacteria deep inside the meat, where normal cooking won't always kill it. The recall covered over 248,000 pounds of steak. At least 21 people got sick, with some developing life-threatening complications. What's even worse? Food safety advocates had warned regulators for years about this exact risk, long before people ended up in the hospital. And yet, to this day, blade tenderizing is still common practice in the industry. Number 2. Fake filet mignon scandal. This one isn't just a single brand, it's a dirty industry secret. Whistleblowers and ranchers have exposed restaurants selling filet mignon that isn't filet at all. Instead, it's glued together scraps of cheaper sirloin, shaped into perfect-looking steaks using chemical binders. These fake cuts can be sold for premium prices, fooling customers into thinking they're eating high-quality beef. Think about that the next time you see a perfectly round filet at a suspiciously cheap price. When profit comes before honesty, there's no telling what's actually on your plate. At number 1, a broken meat system. It's not just one brand, it's the entire system. Ada Valley, Tyson, Cargill, National Steak and Poultry, these companies control huge parts of the U.S. meat supply. And time after time, they've been linked to recalls, contamination, and dangerous practices. When the same handful of companies control so much of our food, one mistake can affect millions. These companies don't want you to know what's really happening behind the scenes. And as long as these companies prioritize profit over safety, these kinds of scandals aren't going anywhere. The real danger isn't just one bad steak, it's a supply chain built to cut corners. You've just heard the 6 steak brands and industry practices you should avoid at all costs. Metal shards, bacterial outbreaks, unsafe processing, fake steaks made from scraps. This isn't about flavor, it's about trust and safety. Next time someone brags about their premium steak, ask them where it came from. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And smash that bell so you never miss an upload. We'll see you again on the next episode of The Grease Trap.